first down carry for Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Jones. This is caught. And he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First down and goal.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Wayne Goldman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
For the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Good. Makes the score Giants 7, Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First takeover, 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wentz. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
14.
Rosas true blue on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A big seam, and he might go all the way.
Run it right down.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete.
Marquise Goodwin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long.
14.
There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And this carries into the end zone. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Operating from the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the
good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. That's caught inside the 20.
They're not even trying to do anything.
Philadelphia. Jalen Rager, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Take over 1st down.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Leads to
nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
To Zach Ertz.
3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Extra point is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Giants 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play? Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And quickly finding Rager. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First down, Philadelphia.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Once again with Sanders. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Eagles.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Giants 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matchup tough. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Now third down.
Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jones. He finds Coleman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 26. It's a gain of 35.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Let's make these babies cry.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Brandon Graham, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
24.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. The throw over the middle taken in. Jones 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he popped.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, and it's third down.
And 9 yards to go.
throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Sanders with a first down carry, but he's going to be stopped up behind the line. A loss of a couple there.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't been an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Jones throwing complete here to Tate. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
That's good.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Jones operating from the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another run here with Sanders. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
The ball carrier.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quick.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 3. Today's final score, Eagles.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?